Today we are focusing on how to boost flavor in food without adding salt. Sodium is an essential mineral that our body needs. It helps control blood pressure and maintain normal fluid balance. Many people are not aware that most foods contain natural sodium. As a result, there's no need to add salt to boost flavor. There are healthy alternatives. Eating too much sodium can cause high blood pressure, which increases the risk for stroke, heart disease, and kidney disease. So how much sodium is in a pinch of salt? On average, a pinch is about 1/8 of a teaspoon, which contains about 300 milligrams of sodium. According to the Canadian Hypertension Education Program, consider reducing your sodium intake towards 2,000 milligrams per day to decrease blood pressure. If you do add a small amount of salt to your food, be sure to taste it first. An important point to remember is that although there are different types of salt, which vary in flavor, coarseness, and even color, they all contain about the same amount of sodium. Over 75% of the sodium we consume comes from processed foods, fast foods, restaurant meals, packaged and ready-to-eat meals. They include deli meat, pizza, cheese, soups, and sauces. Even bakery items, breads, and most breakfast cereals contain sodium, although they may not taste salty. Not to worry, there are lots of lower sodium alternatives that we can add to flavor our foods. We are going to feature some recipes and tips that will enhance flavor without using salt. Let's get started. When you're on the go, a prepackaged salad may seem like a healthy alternative. Unfortunately, they are very high in sodium. So today, David's going to prepare a salad for us.
Yes, today I'm going to make a beautiful beet salad with greens. The most time-consuming aspect of this particular salad is roasting the beets. I use the olive oil so that the beets don't dry out, because it can take an hour, hour and a half at 375 to bake.
Okay. It's nice that you use extra virgin olive oil. It's an unsaturated fat, it's a healthy fat, and it's been shown to help lower LDL cholesterol or lousy cholesterol. I think the other nice aspect, David, is that you chose to use fresh beets as opposed to canned or pickled beets, which are much higher in sodium.
Once they're baked, take them out of the oven, make sure it is soft to the touch, and because it's extremely hot and you can't start working with them, I typically place them in the fridge, or you can just leave it out room temperature. But now it's cool to the touch, and I basically peel it with a sharp little knife. As you can see over here, these are the baked beets. What we're going to do together is make a salad dressing from scratch. We are going to start with a little bit of the cider vinegar. I'm using this little container of fresh orange juice.
And again, fruit juices are a great way to boost flavor as well without sodium.
And here's your favorite, the extra virgin olive oil. My last ingredient, dry mustard from the can.
Which is a better alternative to the prepared mustard, which is higher in sodium.
I'm going to put a little bit of my veggie seasoning, really so easy. So now we're going to put a beautiful beet salad together. We're going to start off by placing the baby kale and the baby arugula in this big bowl. Some of the fresh herbs I mentioned. We're going to throw in the fresh orange, and then I'm going to place the beets in here. I'm going to mix it up a little bit. Okay, so we're all mixed up. So basically, I'm going to put 2 tablespoons, and that's it.
So David, this is a great example about putting color on your plate. We're always emphasizing color on your plate. This is a great example of that.
So many people, they stay away from salads because they think they're boring and they don't have the flavor and they don't look appetizing. The whole idea is to make an easy salad, and with the colors, the aroma that we're experiencing here together, I don't think anyone's going to say no.